We've made it to August, so you know what that means. Football season is here, and I'm super excited. And no, I don't have a best bet inside the preseason football game today. Maybe I'll add some a little bit later, in the preseason, but I'm not a big fan of that. But new month, new winners are on the way. I've got one MLB best bet for you and two best bets in the USA women's basketball game today in the Olympics. Let's dive into these winners. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day and just try to get to the bag together and make some money. We ended off the month of July, not the way that we wanted to, but still a winning month nonetheless. 0-3 yesterday, so a reverse sweep, a full fade. You hate to see it. We lost on Devin Booker's three-pointers. We needed him to hit two. He only hit one. He only shot two three-pointers, so that's tough to see. He decided he wanted to dish and dime me like 6 assists, so that's kind of tough to see. We lost on Devers and Fitzgerald to get a hit. Rafael Devers gets it done. We should just taken a total basis. He would have cashed in for us pretty easily, but Fitzgerald over 3 yesterday, so he didn't get a hit. Tough read there. And then the Astros on the run line, they win the game on the money line, but we took the run line, so we end up losing. So it's like three really tough losses, even though I did like all the reads that we did get. So tough to see that. 55% did we end off the month of July. So not too bad. A winning month. That's what we love to see, especially considering that we finished the month of June down here on the channel. And now that we've got college football on the way, we've got NFL on the way, we have more MLB winners, especially with the playoff race heating up. WNBA coming back. We're going to have a ton of games that we can bet on. So I'm super excited for this month of August. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys are hanging there with us. Let's continue to run up the bag this month, and let's dive into these winners for today. All right, for my first best bet of the day, let's head to the MLB card real quickly. We have a very small MLB card, nothing too crazy on the books today. So I'm going to only go to the game that I like, and that is between the Cubs and the Cardinals. And I'm going to take the Cubs here on the money line, minus 110 odds. So we've got Shodi Imanaga on the mound for the Cubs. We've got Sonny Gray on the mound for the Cardinals. Now, if you guys know, if you've been a fan of the channel, I'm a fan of both of these pitchers, actually. Imanaga, 8-2 on the year with a 2.95 ERA. Meanwhile, Sonny Gray 10-6 on the year with a 3.79 ERA. So both of these guys have been pretty good this year, but I like the form that Imanaga is in just a little bit better than the form that Sonny Gray's in. If you look at the last 5 starts for Imanaga, he's faced the Phillies, he's faced the Orioles, he's faced the Diamondbacks, he's faced the Royals. So those are like 4 really good lineups. And look how he's done against the Royals in his last starts. 5 2/3 innings, 3 runs given up, over 6 hits. In the start before that against the Diamondbacks, 7 innings, 10 strikeouts to only go with 1 run, which was a mistake pitch home run. So you love to see that. Dating back before the All-Star break, he shut out the Orioles over 6 innings. He did give up 6 hits in that one, but he didn't give up any runs, and he had 6 strikeouts. And his start before that against the Phillies, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 mistake pitch home runs, but 8 strikeouts he was able to rack up in that start as well. So that kind of shows you the form that he's been in. He's striking out batters. He's not giving up a whole lot of contact. He's not giving up a whole lot of runs, which is really good because we saw what he did in the beginning of the year when he was in this form. He kind of had a rough stretch. He kind of had a rough stretch in the middle months of June, a little bit of the beginning of July, but he's been able to kind of get it back together over the end of last month, and now building into August, this is the form that we want to see. Also, keep in mind that this is a Cubs offense that's been absolutely on fire of late. I mean, they dropped 13 runs yesterday, so you love to see that. In the series before that against the Royals, they won 2 of the 3 games on the road, scoring 7 runs and 9 runs. So this is a Cub offense that can get hot, that can heat up, and that's why it's a little bit of a point of concern against Sonny Gray, because he is a pitch-to-contact guy. Yes, he's top 11 in the American League in strikeouts at 138 strikeouts on the year, but the problem is because he gets strikeouts, he throws the ball over the plate, and sometimes that leads to contact, and we've seen him give up a lot of contact lately. In his last start against the Nationals, 5 innings, 5 earned runs given up to go with 7 hits. In his start before that against the Braves on the road, 7 innings, but 8 hits, 5 earned runs, and 4 home runs. That's a big point of concern. He faced this Cubs team back on July the 12th. It was a 5-1 win for the Cubs. He went 7 innings. He gave up 9 hits to go with 3 earned runs. So this is the thing with Sonny Gray. You can see he pitches fairly decently. He goes deep in the game, so you may want to look at his pitching outs, but the problem is the second and third time through the lineup is when teams are starting to pick up on him, and that's when he starts giving up more and more hits. He starts giving up more and more runs. I like Imanaga today. I like the Cubs today. I like for them to pick up the win. I'm just not not backing the Cardinals here in this spot. I like the value that we're getting here. So give me the Cubs on the money line as our first pick of the day. Now, for our second best bet of the day, we're going to go to the WNBA. Well, let's just say the Olympics, as we have the WNBA players playing there. And we've got the second game of the Olympics for the women's national team. And I've got two women today who I think I really like. The first one we took in the first game and we cashed in on it, and we're going to run it back today. So we're going to go with Brianna Stewart over 7.5 rebounds, minus 110. Brianna Stewart was able to grab 8 rebounds in the opening win against Japan. That was a 102-76 win for the U.S. women's national team there. And Brianna Stewart, she's going to be the major factor for this team besides Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson was stellar in that first game, but Brianna Stewart was not too far behind her. In terms of minutes per game, Asia Wilson and Brianna Stewart played the most minutes. So they were on the court the most, and I like the rebound opportunities, given the fact that now they're going to I like the rebound opportunities today, given the fact that the women are now going to be facing a Belgium team, which they're about 24-point favorites over. So they're expecting the women to win this game pretty handily. And also keep in mind, if you go back to the Tokyo Olympics, Brianna Stewart was the number 4 rebounder of everybody who played in that Olympics. She was number 4. She averaged 10 rebounds per game in that Olympics. So I'm expecting a very similar kind of performance for her in this Olympics, as she always has mentioned that she loves playing in the Olympics. This is something that she takes very important. There's a lot of pride in this, and we know that she's one of the leaders of this USA women's team, so should be on the court a lot. She should get the opportunities, considering how big of a favorites that the U.S. women national team is in this game. There should be a lot of missed shots, which means a lot of rebound opportunities, and I think Brianna Stewart, Asia Wilson are going to be the two women that really get it done. We know Brittany Griner grabbed 9 rebounds in the first start as well, but that's also because she had a huge size advantage, and she only played 16 minutes, so we'll see kind of what the rotation looks like for the second game, but I like Brianna Stewart to grab these rebounds as our second pick of the day. Now, for our third and final best bet of the day, we're going to go with Chelsea Gray over 7.5 assists, plus 115 odds. So we get really good odd value on this one. And I just like Chelsea Gray in this matchup because dishing and diming is what she's been doing. Did you guys see her against Japan? It was like she wasn't even looking for her shot. She only shot the ball 5 times, 1 of 5, 0 for 3 from the three-point line, but she had 13 assists. She actually had 11 assists at halftime. So she was going absolutely crazy, setting up all her teammates. And then the size advantage that most of these women have for the U.S. makes it really easy for Chelsea Gray to kind of throw it into the post real quick when you've got Brittany Griner, when you've got Asia Wilson, when you've got Brianna Stewart, got a shorter defender pinned on them, quick little turnaround jump shot, they hit it. Guess what? We cash it on the assist. We get the point. They miss it. They normally have the size advantage, so they can grab the rebound for a putback. So that kind of helps somebody out like Brianna Stewart. So that's kind of like the ideology that I'm going with for these picks today. I believe that the U.S. women's national team is going to look to push the tempo. We saw that a lot in the first game against Japan. They got out on transition, got a lot of quick shots up. I expect to see something very similar today. They shot it 77 times in the first game. So I'm expecting to see kind of similar numbers today. And if that's the case, then Chelsea Gray is going to be the main point guard kind of running the show. Look at the starting lineup that the U.S. women's national team went with in the first game. Chelsea Gray at the 1, Dorana Taurasi at the 2, so we know that's more of a score. She's not really looking to put the ball on the floor, looking to make a lot of passes. They had Thies Collier, which is more of a slashing forward, Brianna Stewart, mid-range jump shot shooter, and then Asia Wilson, somebody else who's going to dominate inside the post. And then look at some of the other members who got significant minutes off the bench. Sabrina Ionescu, who's more of a catch shooter, dribble pull-up kind of person. Brittany Griner, who's more of a person who's going to get down the ball in the post. And then Aaliyah Thomas, another forward. So again, Chelsea Gray is really the only person that they have on this team who's more of a pass-first type of guard, and she knows that she can really use that mindset on this team because she's surrounded by so many scorers and players that can help convert the passes that she makes. So Chelsea Gray over 7.5 assists. I'm running that back here. I love that. I think she gets over this pretty easy, and I like the odds value that we're getting it at plus 115 odds to lock us in for our final pick of the day. Well, that's it for me today, my friends. Just 3 quick winners on this Thursday card. Nothing too crazy, not too deep of an MLB card. So if you do want the Nerfies that I'm dropping, a hit or lay, or any other type of picks that I'm going to put together, make sure you click the link in the description. Join the free Discord group. I've got you guys. But for today, we're going to go with the afternoon matchup in the U.S. women's national team. Chelsea Gray over 7.5 assists, Brianna Stewart over 7.5 rebounds. And then we're also going to get the Cubs on the money line in that late night matchup against the Cardinals to tuck us in. As always, can't wait to see the picks and plays that that you guys are dropping. If you have a winner of the NFL preseason game, the Hall of Fame game, let me know. I'll probably tell you because I'm a DGen, but I can't really put one out here on the channel just because I have to do a little bit more research. And then preseason football is a little bit unpredictable as well. If you guys know me, I like a little bit more predictable ways of betting. So let's see what we can do to get to the cheddar. But I'm just happy football's back, and you guys should be on the lookout for more football futures that we're going to be dropping on the channel here shortly. All right, my friends, let's get to that cheddar, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Later, guys.